Today, I am Dog Luis Costa live. Really, Luis Costa wasn't a grown man coming up. He had a poor family. He had no cars, but he loved to drink. He loved to party, he loved to have fun, but he loved to drink. Really, his mum kicked him out a couple of weeks ago of partying too much. I have nowhere to stay. One day, there'll be someone helping me. As I was a kid, I didn't have much to live with. I had to get a few easily dollars from robbing shops to whatnot. I didn't really have much life then. Until one day, I was just running down a normal street, until a man gave me boatloads of money. I was thinking, he gave me a little suitcase. I knew it was money because you could see that it was money. I opened the suitcase. Laying there was $270,517. Me thinking I was a little kid, no one knew me so much. I was technically invisible. No one knew my name. No one knew what. Until I saw that a business was up for free. I took the opportunity and started making my dream come true. I couldn't do much customizations with it because I didn't have enough money. I called my own company Mega Tank, thinking it was a great name. No one can say oh, it's a good name. Everyone loved it. I picked the font I want. The gun locker, I took it, but I still didn't have enough. The safe, I wanted it. I still didn't have enough. But I still was happy with the amount of money that man gave me that day. To this day, I am so thankful for that guy that gave me everything I have today. I couldn't buy much with the money I have. I couldn't buy much upgrades. Really, I couldn't. But I was still happy. I still had him. He still gave me boatloads of money. I looked at some properties. I didn't have enough for some much ones. Really? I thought I was up. There was some ones that were like, whatnot, until I saw one was up for free. My day was going splendid. I purchased that property, signed a couple of papers, and business was done. I look for, what is it? I looked forward to buying some garages, thinking, I didn't really think there was much garages opened around the around the country until I noticed there was another thing for free. I purchased that property. My life started to go uphill very quickly. Me thinking that's everything I ever wanted. Until I remembered that I had that for $270,000. I looked at some car shops and found boatloads and boatloads of cars for free. But no, I didn't buy just one of them. I bought 2 of their cars. I bought their new. I put it in. I looked at some very odd colours for it until I noticed there was a black. I ordered that straight away. And then I decided to order some more cars. But no, I forget. So I remember, keep the money, don't spend it. I start to actually get happy until I see this new place called Casino. I don't really know what it means that much, but I've heard of casinos before. I've never been in one. I was too poor to go in one. But a man outside that casino gave me a lot of money. I need to go in there. I walk in there, a person lets me through, happily, gently does it. I walk through the entrance, bam, it's beautiful. I see boatloads of stuff. My life started to go uphill, happily. My life was perfect at that time. I was loving life.
Welcome to the
I
dive.
went in the
Feel free to come in and have a good time. And of course, members get access to all the facilities.
Very good, Vincent. Very good. You managed not to frighten them away this time. Wonderful.
He told me
we
to
are
sign
making
some
progress. Right this way, sir. Welcome. Welcome to the Diamond Casino, Spa, and Resort. We are finally open for business. I'm Tom Connors, Executive Director of Guest Services. Unfortunately, as Vincent mentioned, we are a membership-only establishment as far as our facilities are concerned. Regulation. For now, membership dues are very reasonable and purchasable at reception or on our website, if that's more your thing. Champagne. I'll take those. Let me show you around. Oh, the boss. Miss Baker, I'd like you to meet a prospective member. And this is Miss Agatha Baker, our general manager.
Thank you, Tom. Good to meet you. Enjoy your time with us. Tom, are you going to give them a little tour of the resort?
Of course, madam. Oh, and so far, no sign of the Texans.
I should hope not. But let's talk another time.
Okay. So, come with me, please. That is where I normally work. If you come see me, I will help you get the most out of our facilities, especially for all our VIP members. Over here is our bar area, the Solitaire. That's our head bar woman, Josephine. Hey, Josephine!
Tom, hey there.
And this is our casino floor. We have all the usual games, blackjack, roulette, three-card poker, slot machines, and inside track horse racing.
I would not be where I am
if you're
today.
interested in the real VIP
Because of that sale,
you can purchase one of our exclusive penthouse condominiums. We're talking black card, premium grade, utterly unique luxury, and a remarkable home for you and your loved ones. And of course, on the floor bonuses and opportunities like free champagne. And that concludes our tour. If you're interested, all the details are up on the website. It really is a wonderful place to relax and entertain. I hope to see you again soon. You know where to find me.
I thought it's time I do this for myself. I get rid of these baggy clothes until I see the wheel. Which the rules officially said only once a day.
Luxury car is available to win. Stop by and have a try at the Lucky Wheel.
I looked at the odds. I span that wheel with all my power, hoping I would get some clothes, the car. I was not very bothered. But then, when I noticed I landed on 3 clothes, I was so happy. I quickly ran.
At least I get to give half
I even swapped.
The Diamond Casino and Resort penthouses can be customized with lounges,
I
a bar,
swapped
home theater, and private gambling tables.
No rush.
I swapped all of my chips, and I mean every single one, for money. I thought, why not add a bit more money to me?
There.
Why not do it? You're allowed to do it, so I did it. Before I did absolutely anything else, I had to get some new clothes. I thought I must have to do it. I left the casino slowly with my eyes up high, with my head up high, thinking my life just turned from nothing to everything. My apartment was at top of the city, weren't far from where I worked. I had to run from the casino happily, running fast with my knees up high. I even had to cross one of the busiest roads, but I didn't care. I just ran across that thing like it was nothing. I was so happy. I was so happy I wasn't even scared to touch a car. I knew I was going to make it. There's no point of being scared when you've got this much money. It's just called being happy. I kept on running. Even when I was out of breath, the least, I kept on running. I took a little break. Then I ran again.
Looking forward to it.
Nice, I'll come by later.
Wow.
I kept on running, heavy breathing.
Hell yeah.
My stamina runs out very fast because I didn't work out much because I couldn't afford the gym. I couldn't afford to buy the equipment. I couldn't do anything. But now this money, it gives me so much power in my grasp to finally do this. I kept on running. I would even ask if people could give me a ride, but no one wanted to. Apparently I would hurt them.
Hello, darling.
I just ignored them and I kept on walking, running until I got to my apartment, got that new car, and got those new clothes. I thought my life was going uphill forever, thinking nothing could bring me down. Everyone was looking at me all weird because I had scruffy clothes or I had raggy hair. That's gonna change though. I kept on walking. I asked people. But the best thing is, I could do anything. I could buy a nightclub. I could do anything. I could get some beers. But the best thing was there was a nightclub free, another thing free, and then there was one for like 200,000, which I had 270,000. So I thought, buy clothes, buy a new haircut in the lottery. But no, I decided to put all my care into my health. I didn't care about partying, drinking. I used to love drinking so much, I wouldn't even care about health. I would jump off the cliff if I wanted some beer. But that's changed now. I'm not like that. I thought my life was going to turn around. I thought no more buying drinks before getting clothes. If I bought new clothes and I had some spare money, then sure, it's not going to hurt like a beer or two. It's not.
I wouldn't take Hoyt this time of the
It's
day.
your choice if you want to get some beers down your throat. It is.
You alright? What's up? How are you?
I was so close to my apartment from running, it took me a while. I checked my phone and I kept running so hard my legs felt like they could fall off. I ran, I didn't care about cars, I just wanted to see my apartment. I know it wouldn't be the best because it wasn't free. See, the thing is, nothing's the best when it's free.
Oh, excuse me.
But I thought no.
Landon, Roberts, dude. Can't I know?
I even pushed people out of my way. I crossed them roads for miles, non-stop, looking for my apartment. I was still out of breath. I knew my house was somewhere around this street. I ran further down, and I noticed I wasn't there. I checked my phone, looked where my house was, and I noticed I was near it, and I was next to it. And I don't mean like a couple of streets away, I mean next to it. I climbed my walls. I thought, no, I'm not gonna run over. And I went in my house slowly. But before I did that, I thought what my life would be like without the horror in it. My parents kicked me out when about a couple of months ago, so I've been struggling on the street. But finally I've got a free apartment, but I have to pay the rent.
How could it be in the past?
Well, this wasn't actually as bad as I thought. I thought it would be some thing where it only would have one entire room. The living room, the kitchen, the bedrooms were all part of one room. I slowly entered my garage, shutting the cold door handle behind me, noticing nothing was in my garage. I thought I ordered a car to my garage, but remembering that I had a car down.
You blind or what?
My thingy. I quickly ran. The thing is, I don't know what was up with my legs today. I just couldn't run. I thought, you know what? I kept on running. I did everything. And then something stupid went through my head. I saw a beautiful car, and I mean a beauty.
Sometimes I just want to dance.
And you know, like you normally would just go up to the car and say, "You've got a nice car." Something just went through my mind, thinking I would steal it. And I don't know what went through my mind at that point.
What a prick.
Until he started chasing me, which I thought, I was not thinking, I just thought. I was not thinking straight, I was just so happy. I wasn't really straight at that point.
Hi.
Me thinking, I'm a smart guy. I just drove reckless. I was so happy with my life that it turned around so much. I wasn't really taking health seriously at that point. I took a car off someone. I started crashing it. I was going over the speed limit. My head was mad at that point. I straight at all. Being the guy I am, I was looking at different directions. I was not looking where I was driving. That's why I nearly could have killed myself. I wasn't thinking too much. After that night, I got drunk. Because the day before, I found this money. The day before I got all of this free, cool, awesome stuff, I got drunk. That morning before I got my free garage, my free car, I wasn't thinking straight. I was just looking around. I was still passed out feeling. I was going dizzy from time to time. I was going up the speed limit. My head was going through nuts. Me thinking, what was I doing? But my brain just told me to continue. So I wanted to stop with all of my heart, but something in me just stopped. And then I went to this apartment. I just drove around. My mind was just dizzy. I don't even know what I was doing at that point. I was so drunk. I didn't even know what I was doing. I could have even shot someone. I could have killed someone. Because don't remember, I still have all that money on me. I was knocking down everything. I was hitting cars, smashing everything. I could have lost all that money paying for damage. But lucky, I got off with that unlucky one. I could have lost all that money for paying for damage, but I didn't. Because let's say I got out of that a good way. I kept on driving. I really didn't have the best directions to my garage. Me thinking I knew my way. Until I headed on one of those massive roads where I didn't barely know where I was going until I got near the roundabout, and then everything started to make sense to me. I knew where I was going for the rest of that. I wanted to see how big my garage was, how many cars I could fit in it. They normally leave you a letter saying how much cars you can. I just lost my head. I even drove round about 2 times when I only needed to drive round once. That's how drunk I was. I didn't know what I was doing. So I even nearly drove off the corner of it. I was speeding, loads of people were shouting at me. That was as much as I remember off the top of my head. I nearly could have killed someone. Me thinking it's a good idea to just text someone's car. And then I was just crashing it all over the place. That was completely my fault. Until I actually jump out of the car. I was a stupid man then. I was jumping out of cars, onto roofs. I could do all sorts. And I was a bit mad. I walked in my garage and then I noticed that car right there was my new car. But before I did anything, I didn't just test drive it. First thing I did, I rested and I watched TV. Because I didn't want... Really? Hey, I didn't want to hurt and harm anybody, even though I really damaged people's stuff.
Laser Force, yeah!
I tried my best to not hurt anyone.
Sorry, I'm tardy. I'm just so full of school spirit, you know?
I thought, you know what? I'm responsible. I got in my new car. And I went to get some new clothes, a new haircut, a new trim. Why not? Who's stopping me? I took this car for a spin. And the thing that went through my mind the most is this car was for free. Someone wanted to sell this car for free because they said they had trouble with the engine with it. And me thinking, normal people would go, oh, it's got a trouble with engine, I'm not going to buy that. But I was actually really good with engines at that time. I knew how to fix them. I knew how to do all sorts of engines. I could even fix cars. I knew how to fix cars when I was about the age of 7. That was about, what, 9 years ago? 8 years ago? I slowly drove past an arena workshop until I noticed you can buy them. I thought only celebs could have them. But me knowing who I am, I knew I got to check that out. I had to check it out. There was loads of, I passed loads of open properties. I turned right and I just rushed to that clothes store to get new clothes. Me knowing how much I've got now, I earned $2,000 for not misbehaving. Because, can I just say, I didn't grow up in LA. I grew up in Ohio. I was an Ohio boy. I didn't know much about LA. I didn't know they give free Lambos for free. Of course, it's not actually a Lambo, but I was thinking.
Hi, welcome.
I looked at them outfits. I had to do something. Mask. I looked at all of them. I was there for a good amount of time.
There's lots of
I was
stuff
still looking.
everywhere.
I was just looking for some natural clothes. Me. There were some combat clothes. There were all sorts. We could have bought all. We could have got tactic health. We could have bought a high tuxedo. This white tuxedo stood out to me the most. I look at biter suits. They was for free.
Oh,
I took one as them.
I'm sorry. I thought.
I took a, but all of them was for free, so I took 2. Cause why not? Until I saw this was $200,000. I had $275,000. But you know what? I thought no. $100,000 for some stuff. Again, this tracksuit with a coat was lovely. I looked at some of these clothes for a good amount of time, let's say. I kept on running. I only had a couple of pair of shirts. I didn't have much. There's some scuba outfits. I didn't want much. Until I saw a Gorta suit.
Let me know if you need a hand, okay?
It was stupendous. I had a look at some ones. I had a look at some arena war ones. I looked at all sorts. I was there for a good amount of time, just looking at the things I could have bought. I looked at hipster stuff. It wasn't my style. I looked at some suits. Some of it wasn't really my style. I started to lose faith a bit with my clothes.
Yeah, just have a look around, okay?
I kind of was there for like, I see it. I just wanted some good clothes, really. I was looking for some natural clothes. I didn't really want some plastic things on me because I knew no one was after me. I looked at some tuxedos and this one stood out to me like a ball on Z. I took it. It was white.
Somebody
tuxedo.
say something?
No one could really ask much for that. I looked at some designer. Designer was not bad, but I had definitely seen some better stuff. I just really looked for a good amount of time, and there was not much what was like my interest. 'Cause I'm weird to things. I bought a coat. I bought all sorts. Let's say I bought like 3 or 4 different things. I could have stayed there for longer trying out stuff.
Good choice.
I was happy to stay there and just look at some clothes. To be fair, I looked at some good clothes. There was some that really stood out to me. I didn't need any combat though, because I knew I wasn't under attack or no one wanted to kill me. I knew I was just fine the way I were. Then I just went a quick last round of looking
for
what I might want. But I didn't try to dress too fancy. That's why I didn't buy, let's say, too much stuff. Because I knew I didn't need, let's say, much. I really just were happy with what I had at that moment of time.
Hope you find it, I guess.
I looked at some scubas, I looked at some Gorkas. I put on my Gorka suit and I left that shop happy. By the time I got out, it was night time. I was in there for a good amount of time. It was not even 1 o'clock in the morning. I was there for a good about 6 hours just trying on clothes. I was really happy with what I got out of that shop. But me thinking, what should I do next? I was thinking I had everything until I found out that I might want to get a haircut because I've had the same hair for a good, let's say 2 to 3 years. Because I used to be like any family, just normal with a bit of money. I went right rich until my mum lost her job. She works as an agent, and it went from there really.
Wow, nice.
And she got sacked because she tried to buy a new house with
care of you, honey.
the job card. What you should not be buying personal Spencers on. I looked at some hairstyles for a good amount of time, let's say. there weren't that much that stood out to me. So I weren't right of like, let's say, a flashy type. I just wanted a clean shave. I was happy. I was looking at the buzzock so much, thinking I'll just get a clean shave, why not? Until one stood out to me the most. This is the one I already had the chops. That, the Caesar was just something I actually kind of liked. Then I looked at some more. I looked at Spiky. That was one of them that I was happy with. I looked at Slicked, like where you put your hair back. I even tried to give it some like weird styles, but it weren't all just working out for me. I thought I'd just have it like that. Until I thought, you know what? I know what I'm getting for my hair. I recently had the chops, which was all in my ears. I got it to dreads.
This is
I got my hair completely into dreads, thinking I could get it perfect. Knowing it cost me a good 2,000, but I was fine with it. With all this money, I was chilling. You could have called me the next Drake with money. Me, I wasn't much bothered about my beard or anything. And then I looked at some stuff that you could buy. I looked at some bikes. This is where it started to change for me. I saw a BMX for £800 and I just took that off the market so much. Didn't I take it? Because that's a great price for a bike like that. I looked at some tanks, some, what is it, caravans, and I saw that this Dooney Fav was for free. Which, when I clicked on it, I noticed that was one of my best friend's vehicles. He wasn't really happy with it because he had nowhere to put it. And I thought I'd just take it off his hands a little bit and deliver it. Thinking, it'll be fine. Why not? I looked at some boats. There were some proper good boats. There's loads I could buy. All thanks to that man that gave me all of that money. Which, that was a bit mad, you know. I was trying to look for some clubhouses or some like clubs where you could party a little bit, you know. I was trying to get some good clubhouses in. Really? I was like, I was just looking for some, like, I was looking for some clubhouses. I put all of my 2,000 into my bank so I would never lose it.
Your safety is important to us. So
I tried to buy a clubhouse. I searched it through my phone. I searched it through my laptop. It took me ever to find a clubhouse. Until this one time, there was good amount. I messed up a couple of times. It was really hard to find the perfect one for me. There was a couple that I liked.
Eating or drinking on board trains is prohibited.
I tried so hard for clubhouses. and it just wouldn't search up. I had to check real estate. Where's the? I was trying to buy clubhouses and nothing was showing up for me. Literally nothing.
Your safety is important to us. Surveillance cameras are posted, though not monitored.
I looked for...
Throwing litter on the tracks causes fires, which can delay travel.
I still couldn't find what I was looking for though. I was so desperate for a clubhouse, so I know what I want.
Hello?
I got up my phone and looked at the entire island. I looked at loads of places, and I mean Belmont.
I need to check into rehab.
I could have literally died looking for one of these.
3 weeks?
I
can't wait that long.
Nothing. But if you normally know me, I know where a good clubhouse is. Clubhouses are normally up on the mountains.
Bullshit.
I checked them mountains. I even put it on my phone where I think I put a marker on my phone and I ran in my car and put my phone in my car to follow that tracker, because I can remember that there was one clubhouse that recently shut down. But before I just did any of that, I looked at some. I passed boatloads, and I mean boatloads of stuff, and they were all just garages and garages. I went again. I tried so hard looking for my things. I even spent a good amount of time looking for this. I found another one, but that was a garage and all. I ignored every other place that was listed. I just went straight up to my marker until this guy crashed into my car. We started having arguments. We started shouting at each other. Me, knowing the man that I am, I went to look for the driver, but he was not in his car. I don't know why, but I felt like something was off. He just drives into me and runs off. That is a bit strange. My Turismo got damaged of what that guy did. This Turismo I got, I was so happy with. I don't believe LA actually sells these types of cars for free. Not all of them, but this Turismo is sick. It flies like mad. It doesn't actually fly, but when you get that wind, oof, you just fly across the ground like an eagle. It was so mad for me to get that experience of driving that car. I kept on looking for places. My phone was doing much help because it was kind of not a good success with me driving really fast. Because me, I don't know the LA speed limit, so I drove what I think it would be. I drove about 90 miles per hour, thinking it was a smart idea to go that fast. I searched my hands for hours. I even went down some weird, sketchy path along the way. I just wanted a clubhouse where I could get drunk and have a bit of fun. Because now I've got my own apartment. I'm chilling. I kept on turning the corner. But it was really sketchy. The path was messed up. I passed a couple of houses that I think were owned because they had cars in. But this particular one dusty massive road went on for miles. I stopped and I checked my phone, and it was no luck for me. I tried to go somewhere else. I tried to get to the nearest road possible, thinking there might be some luck there, because I've been to a lot of nightclubs and that. And I found my nearest road alright, and I come across this thing. Me thinking it might have been a clubhouse, but it wasn't. It definitely looked like one, let's say. I got back in my car and I carried on. Nothing could stop me at that point. I was so determined to find a clubhouse. I come across something. I thought it might have actually been. I thought it was a clubhouse at first, but it was just a garage. Me, I thought I was done for. I just gave up and got back in my car and drove again. And I thought I wasn't going to spend much time looking for anymore, thinking I might just give up any second. There's no point in spending loads of hours looking for something. This is where normally this neighbourhood would normally this neighbourhood would normally have a clubhouse, but it just didn't. I got to the shop.
Hey.
I asked him.
That is not okay. You hear me?
And then, for some reason, he calls the cops on me. All because he thought I was going to rob the shop. So I quickly ran in my car. Normally, doing this before, I have run into bad scenarios. I found something. I put a marker on my phone where it was, and I drove around to get a better view of it, to see if it worked. Oh, I think. I went looking everywhere for one clubhouse, but there was all garages. I couldn't find where a clubhouse was. I started to get a bit annoyed with where I thought Clubhouse might have been. I marked another road, and there we went off again. I was only going to check for a couple more hours until like 12 o'clock, and then I would give up. Because there's no point of looking for something that is this hard to find. I want a clubhouse where I can go, get a couple of drinks down there, play some darts with some mates, and relax. With all this money, I kind of was unstoppable. Me thinking from one day I had no money sneaking into clubhouses, from the next day a man giving me $276,000. I was one of the luckiest mans alive. I kept on going so fast, I just couldn't hold my breath. I couldn't stop going as fast as I used to. I just wanted to get to that clubhouse quick. But there was no luck. So then I decided to